Hi Lana, just want to talk about guerrilla advertising again. I find it a bit, well, I won't say I find it a bit awkward, it's just a bit of an odd one, this guerrilla advertising. Like with me, projections and designing the visuals for those, you just follow the design process. With this guerrilla advertising, I'm trying to attack it a little bit differently. I keep looking at lots and lots of guerrilla imagery. I haven't put all of it in my folder because I don't really have something to say on all of it. I mean, if it's a clever idea, it's a clever idea, I suppose. But it's each guerrilla advert. What I'm trying to say is very unique to the product itself. Um, Most guerrilla adverts you um, I look at them and think they're very good, but it's not applicable to the film festival, and it wouldn't work for the film festival. And for that reason, I'm finding it hard to document the progression, if you like. It's more or less just looking at as much as I can and hoping I get an idea. And I'm getting a few ideas all the time. Like this Tipex, for instance. This is one that could be adapted. Because there's a few with zebra crossings. Another one with zebra crossing there with a coffin, and another one's been painted bright white for washing powder, and that got me thinking maybe it'd be a nice idea to turn one of the strips in zebra crossings in Leeds into like a film reel, just cut out squares along the white strip and make that look like an infographics film reel. And then on the next one you could have film Leeds Independent Film Festival written in it, and then a film strip again on the other side of that. I think that would be quite a good idea because people have got to stop at the zebra crossing and wait to cross, and they can see it. And it's just generally a place in Leeds when it's busy with pedestrians where they're actually like the bottleneck into the zebra crossing. So you're going to get a lot of pedestrian traffic over the top of that. And another idea I had was years ago, I used to listen to, well, a couple of years ago, I used to listen to Real Radio before it got taken over. Local channel in Leeds, and they used to have a competition called the Real Radio Renegade. And it was basically just a guy. He'd go out on the street, and then they'd give hints on the radio to where he was, and there'd be a cash prize, and people would have to go out and find him, but they'd have to ask him, "Are you the Real Radio Renegade?" And it'd cause absolute hysteria. Everyone would be running around trying to find him. And this goes back to some of the research that I've done on promoting film festivals, where it talks about there's a guy on the internet. I've put a copy of the video on the NLP already, but he talks about how it's good to get the potential customers to engage in your promotional stunts, because that prolongs the time they're thinking about the event, and it gets their attention more. And there's a couple of case studies in the back of my workbook, and that says a similar thing about getting the customer or potential customer to engage in the advertising and stroke guerrilla advertising stroke competition. I mean, this Real Radio thing is a competition, but it gave me the idea of when I was looking at what films the film festival might show. One of the ones that popped up was Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro, and that gave me the idea to possibly have a lookalike taxi driver, a fully licensed taxi driver, picking people up in Leeds in a black and white cab and giving free tickets out to the festival, possibly 30 tickets with backstage passes, 30 because it's the 30th anniversary. And although it's not a cash prize, it's a similar sort of thing to this. Nobody knows where he is or whether whether he's going to pick them up when they phone a cab. And I think that could work quite well, and it could be extended to having lookalikes, round leads of other actors. You get these companies that specialise in them for events, and that you could have these all-round leads giving out tickets to the event. So I thought that might be a nice idea. And that also, it's got the added benefit of, again, another thing in the research and the case studies, it also talks about joining up with other companies and things. So obviously, if you join up with a taxi firm to get this guerrilla ad across, they're going to be in their best interest to put their weight behind it and promote it and help it along as well. So you've got two organisations, the film festival and the taxi Leeds taxis, that would be both behind it, and so it's two heads are better than one sort of thing. You've got more weight behind the whole thing, so that's an added bonus as well.